Hi guys, and welcome to this brief video introducing the Internet and WAN Firewall and the Cato management application. To get to the Internet and WAN Firewall, let's open up the Cato management application and go to Security. And you can see under Firewall, we have Internet and WAN Firewall. Let's start with the Internet Firewall. You can see under Default Outbound Internet Rule section, I have a rule built here. For Josh's Zero Trust rule, here's the source. My user is lab admin. It can be any source you want. Criteria. I'm going to go out to the domain esbn.com, any port, and we're going to block that, create an event, and send an email subscription out, and then the number of hits that particular rule has. I can go here and say, all right, looks like I've gone to esbn.com, and it's blocked. So that's actually set up. Let's open up this rule just to give you an idea of what the options are. So I can click any sources here, and I can go to the categories of sources here. And I can click certain devices and attributes if I want to, and platforms. So I got lots of options and categories that you can do that are easy to set up so you can get really surgical on your firewall rules. Now let's just go down to actions to show you that. So you can go into here and create an event or send a notification, or you can do blocked or prompt or remote browsing isolation. Great. So I highly encourage you to mess around with that in your Cato management application so you can understand how to use these to best fit your design. If you go up here and go to Autonomous Firewall Insights, it's going to make recommendations based on how you've deployed your firewall. So are you missing things? Are you blocking risky services, etc.? Let's move over to sections. You can build a new section here as well as a new rule. So a new section is just going to be a grouped of area of firewall rules. So I have a section for Laggy Larry rules, and I've had a couple of Laggy Larry rules in here. And so it's going to be the firewall is going to go first in, first out on the rule set. So this section is going to be able to cover all the things around Laggy Larry. So it's great to be able to manage a large firewall rule set by setting up multiple sections. Let's briefly introduce the WAN firewall. WAN firewall is very similar to the Internet firewall, except it's going to go site to site within your organization. So I have a rule here for prompting when you go to the internal application of DVWA. So here's the direction, that's the destination, and it's going to prompt and create an event. So here, let's show you what that looks like. I already have this published. So I say, hey, it's going to prevent, and I can now proceed. So it's saying, hey, potentially risky here. So I did that for my internal site. If I move these around or change a rule set, it's going to actually ask me to publish this. So anytime you're in the firewall rules, you can start to make changes. And then when you're done, you publish those revisions. So if there's multiple users inside the firewall making changes, it's going to allow you to publish and then overwrite the admin so you're not duplicating your efforts and then creating conflicts in the firewall rules. All right, guys, thanks so much. I hope this is helpful. In summary today, we briefly introduced the Internet and WAN firewalls. We talked about rules with events around blocking and a rule of events around prompting. So we also talked about how to publish rules and how to build sections. I hope this is helpful. Thanks so much.